What's poppin'? I heard you was looking for me. Well, here I go. How are you? I hope everything is well. You are definitely tuned into another episode on the Sister Speak Show Network. You're tuned into the Suspense Files covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime. I'm your host, Sister Speak. The Sister Speak Show is where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana, but you better call me Sister Speak. How you living? How you breathing? How you vibing? You standing on the front line? How's your week going? You pressing through? Establishing boundaries? Making sure nobody ever crosses the line again? You making moves? Righteous moves? How's your prayer life? How's your praise life? What's going on with you? What's going on with your upkeep? Your self-care, your confidence? I'm just checking on you because I love you. You know why? Because you're a wonderful listening audience. That's why. I want to thank you for tuning in again to my faithful listening audience. Thank you for your downloads. Shout out to Kosovo. You I don't know who you are, but I thank you. I want to thank everybody who is listening. Welcome to my first time listeners. This is the Speak Show Network in totality. It's rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas, and you're going to find out why soon, okay? When you're listening to the Sister Speak Show Network, we encourage you and expect you, and it is absolutely mandatory that you have two things: water, because your body is made up of water. You need it to sustain you, to heal you, to cleanse you, to allow you to have clarity, to be able to engage in successfully and defeat successfully those things that come at you, the flaming arrows. Spiritual warfare is real, and if you are dehydrated, you are annihilated. Understand that. Scuba gear, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, because no matter what episode, no matter what segment, we have deep conversations. We converse on a level that requires you to keep up. We have leagues of conversation, and we need you to be able to sustain yourself and have the right equipment on to be able to traverse in the environment that we're in. That's all. We want you to keep up, okay? Because the people who listen to the Sister Speak Show Network in totality, you're amazing people, number one. And you're a special bunch because it's not by accident that you found my podcast. It's not. You were navigated here. There's something that I'm going to say that is going to help you. There's something that I'm going to say that is going to make you laugh. There's something I'm going to say that's going to make you feel comfortable about being uncomfortable where you are. Okay? We are here for you. I am for our village. I'm about the solutions for the pollution. I'm about picking up litter and putting it in the trash. I am pro brothers and sisters. This is a for all shades of brown podcast. If you are not a part of the 12 tribes of Israel, I'm not speaking to you. I'm not here for you. This is not about you directly. It is about you indirectly. This is only for all shades of brown people. And I stand on that. Somebody has to be on the front line. And I'm not the only podcast on the front line, but somebody has to be able to say, hey, I'm not selling out. I'm not turning my back on the village just to have reckless fame. Okay? I want to have safe success. I want to have supernatural success and a high vibration. I am about our people. Okay? This is an informative podcast. This is a podcast that will equip you, encourage you, will provide whatever you need. It's a buffet of things that go on here. I'm not the number one podcast. I would never dare say that, but I am one of the number one podcasts. How about that? Get into it. There's enough room. The Most High God is not a midget. I am a believer in the Most High God and his son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world calls Jesus the Christ. I know I'm an Israelite. I know I'm a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. I know I'm a part of the tribe of Judah. Get into it. I ain't got time for anything else but the truth. Okay? All right. Tonight's episode on the Suspense Files covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime. Ooh, wee. A cautionary tale. High-end fashion crimes. Lifestyles of the Grinch and shameless. The dangers of the vanity of the stronghold of vanity, or actually says the vanity stronghold. The dangers of it. We're going to get into it. This is a cautionary tale. Everything is for fair use under the Copyright Act of 1976 for educational purposes only, to raise awareness to my brothers and sisters about the peril of stealing, taking shit that doesn't belong to you, bothering products that are requiring a process, a transaction to occur, and saying, hey, I want it now, and I'm going to have it. The lifestyles of the rich and famous have now transitioned into the lifestyles of the Grinch and shameless. Get into it. We're going to talk about my brothers and my sisters because that's who we're seeing on the clips. That's who's making the news. And so our brothers and sisters are creating statistics that are ridiculous. Participating in activities, organized and unorganized, criminal activities that are creating an impact on your pockets and mine. Now we're going to have to pick up the cost for the loss. We're going to get into it. What inspired me to create this episode? Looking at the news, reading, being concerned about my brothers and my sisters, embarrassed for them, hoping that they will cease and desist from the reckless behavior, hoping that there will be some other things that happen within the village to where, poverty is not so prevalent. We're going to get into it. Who are you? You already know, a wonderful listening audience. Who am I? I'm Sister Speak, your host. It's 10:46 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm recording from Dallas, Texas. It's about 102. It's thick outside, y'all. The air is thick. I love it. I love the summertime. I love the heat. Let me tell you, all this vitamin D, are you kidding me? My melanin being activated? I'm loving it from head to soul. It's real talk. Thank you. Rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. The Sister Speak Show Network. Let's get into it. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. It's going up because anything going down is crashing. Thank you for adding us to your podcast shuffle and for allowing us to be the flavor in your ear. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay? Thank you. The last thing that anybody has time for is to get sick. Nobody wants to be man or woman down, but this rash, the itching, the vomiting, the fatigue, you and your partner know that something is wrong. This is going to require a trip to the ER. You're about to find out that you are a part of the statistics. There is an outbreak, and you and your reckless decisions have caused you to put your life on the line. I know you want to turn back the hands of time because you did not envision your life ending up like this. Next on the culture climate, syphilis, the outbreak. From pleasure to prescription to peril. Rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas.
Being able to pull back your sexual energy and have self-control in an area where you once didn't is an accomplishment. Being able to be focused because you are tired of the old you. Tired of the crying, tired of being disappointed, tired of being a part of the hit it and quit it, tired of the one-night stands, tired of being told that they love you when they really don't. They just wanted your sexual energy. You're also tired of telling people, no, you're not coming over and you will not be a booty call. You're serious about your celibacy. The feelings come and they go. Sometimes you're tempted and sometimes you're not. The overall objective is to remain celibate, but there are some people who don't care about your celibacy. Next on the vent session, pressed for pleasure. When your celibacy is tested, the dangers of being on demon time. Rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. When it comes to urban crime, there are a set of questions that must be asked in order to find out what happened. And on the Suspense Files, we're covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime, focusing on betrayal, obsession, cold cases, stalking, love triangles, and more. Rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas.
Vision, sound, action, create, inspire, impact, evolve. You are now activated.
You're activated. You feel me? What's popping, y'all? Let's get into it. You watch the news. You have YouTube. You see what's going on. You're online. You see it. The heist, the shopping crime sprees, hitting certain department stores that carry high-end fashions, products. They want it. Why do they want it? Because it looks good. It's pricey. It's flashed all around and associated with being popular, in style, rich, having money, bougie, sedity, snobby, keeping up with whoever they're trying to keep up with. Pressure to perform on a level of look and energy that they have not yet acquired the stability to have. Using their mind to organize how they're going to get what they're not going to pay for. Studying, casing, scoping the parameters, the store, to find out how easy or challenging it's going to be to obtain the fashion. There is a determination to have it. The more, the scarier. You're going to listen to some clips about the crime. Right now, there in California is dedicating $225 million towards this retail theft spree that has dominated major cities. It is out of control. Who's affected by it? You and I are affected by it. As I aforementioned in the beginning of the show, we're going to have to pay for the same product at a higher price. We now have to have, depending on where you are, an employee get a key to unlock deodorant, body wash, lotion, because these thieves are targeting the store. And it's really interesting to me because most of the products that are being stolen are not toiletries. There might be some body sprays, but they're skipping the 1, 2, 3 process, and they're just stealing the 5, 6, 7 of the process. You know, they're not taking soap, body wash, towels, rags. You know, they're not, stealing things for cleanliness. It's about masquerading in a look. That's it. They are dedicating their minds, their energy, and the activity of their limbs to have Louis Prada, Gucci, Saint Laurent, Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo, top of the line purses, shoes, jewelry, whatever it is, they want it because they see it in their faces all the time. And the people who they idolize wear these things, so they want to be like who they idolize. Some people will even go and get the same product, but they don't do the smash and grabs. They're not doing the crime sprees. They may be going to a canal street or to a flea market. They may be ordering online from a website that's carrying, something that is close to the product, but it's not the actual product. But who can tell? Who has time to really just be all up in your stuff like, nah, that's not it? Because, there's so much of the fake going around that when the real is presented, it's really hard to discern that it is. And that's not a good thing. It seems as if people have become accustomed to the fake and appreciate the fake more than the real. And the real is, the real is continuing to be considered to be a pariah. Willing to risk it all, to look good, to have it, to sell it, to make money. We have to address this. What's going on in the village? What's up with the labels? What's up with the, the level of poverty that is infiltrating the village? People want to look good. You want to wear your fit. You want to be fitted. I understand what it means to want to look good, and when you take a photo, be fly, be dripped down, be buttered from head to toe, silky. You feel me? I get it. You want to be fitted. Outfit has to be on 10. Everything has to be on fleek. Everything has to be drip. Hair, skin, the way you smell, everything is a complete vibe. But there's something that goes along with that vibe that people are neglecting, and that's that inner beauty. That's that inner spiritual hygiene. That's how you really operate, that makes you look better than ever. And you can have all that on and still be possessed by a demon, still be ugly on the inside, still smell like a gosh darn sewer system on the inside. But you've got a Louis purse, you've got Balenciaga, you've got a Birkin bag, you've got Celine, and you've got this and you've got that. You've got all these brands, but you're dirty on the inside. The inside is saying clearance, but the outside is saying no discount. The outside is saying, I got it. I'm that. I'm this, when you're not. It's a look, it's a feel, it's a vibe. And so since it's a look, it's a feel, it's a vibe, everything has to be fly from the inside out, not just on the outside. And having this and that, when you are not this and that, it's never going to line up and you're going to lose it eventually. You're dusty, but you've got a Louis. It'll never make sense. You're dusty, but you've got Prada on from head to toe. You're dusty, but you've got Gucci on. But you're dusty, and you're musty, and you're crusty. WTF. Yeah, I'm getting all up in it. You smell like Black and Miles, but you got Gucci on. You stink, but you look like you've got bank. Shorty, what you think? You feel me? Yo, Rick, what would I want with this small chain wearing motherfucker trying to front? Ooh, Sister Speak, really? Yeah. Let's get into it. You got on that Burberry, but you stink. You're ugly on the inside. Your thought processes are not clean. What you do to get what you have puts people in peril. You've actually stepped on somebody's neck to have what you have. So now I can't sit there and be like, yeah, you fly. Nah, I can't. I can't even sit there and even give you dap and be like, yeah, I'm rocking with that. Nah, I'm feeling that energy, and that energy, it says, you on that demon time. That energy says that you have a vanity stronghold and you're willing to do anything, even commit crimes, which puts you in danger and other people in danger just to look a certain way. That vanity has a stronghold on you. You willing to rob, steal, break the law both times just for the drip. So you can get the ladies, so you can get the dudes, so you can impress this person and that person. You can make this person jealous and that person jealous. So you can make this person think you got it and that person think you got it. And look how you came up. And yeah, I'm stepping on motherfuckers next. These niggas don't want none. And all this other shit that you say to yourself. And it's not confidence. It's corruption. There's a difference between confidence and corruption. Spiritual corruption. You over here chanting bullshit. These are not affirmations that you're saying to yourself. They can't be, because affirmations are positive. What are you doing to get what you have? You think you fly, but you're not. The level of stress and vexation and peril that you put yourself in to feed the stronghold of vanity is ridiculous. And then y'all be the first ones to call somebody broke. Y'all be the first ones to sit there and talk about somebody. You'll be the first ones to tell somebody to step their drip up. But the way that you got what you have no business to be flexing. Excuse me. We are living in a generation and in a time where the flex is real. If you don't have the look, the feel, the vibe of a flex, then you're considered to be broke. You're considered to be not a part of the popularity. You're not trending. You're not viral because you don't have the right flex. And there are some people who are so engaged into social media, heavily invested in the validation of a like, a share, and a subscribe, a download. There are people who are so heavily invested in eyes being laid upon them and being approved upon that they will go to the lengths that some people have gone to in these organized crimes, shopping crime sprees, to have it all just to be validated, to look like your favorite rapper, your favorite singer, actress, entertainer, to look famous, recklessly famous, doing reckless things to look recklessly famous. And then even flexing the stolen goods online. That's how you know the brain isn't braining. The brain cells are not brain celling. There's something off. There is a form of, and I'm just going to be real, of retardation when you enter into the danger zone. When you feed a stronghold, you are literally hindering yourself from having it and being able to enjoy it the right way. Looking the part because you are the part. Being the status because you have made it to that status. Having put in what you need to put in to get there to be that. So it looks good, it feels good, and it's natural. It doesn't look forced. It doesn't look too tight. Because you niggas is still in skinny jeans. The fuck? You niggas is out here still in skinny jeans. You feel me? You're still in skinny jeans. You niggas is barely making it to the core. You're barely making it to the getaway car. You can barely run. You got tight ankle socks on, tight tennis shoes on, tight jeans on, tight belt, tight drawers, tight shirt. Tight! Everything is tight. And even your pockets is tight, and that's why you're doing what you're doing. The fuck? Somebody's son is running in the tightest outfit ever with all these expensive handbags and clothes, trying to make it to the getaway car. You got a waist trainer on your Nikes. You've got a waist trainer on your jeans. Duh. I'm just trying to figure it. Spandex. All spandex. What's going on? You niggas wear jeggings. At this point, that is not hot to me. Don't ever show up at my doorstep on a date. Because I'm going to see what you got on before you get out the car and know if we going to make it or not. Yeah, I'm looking through the cameras. I'm going to see what you got on. And if it's not, you feel me? If you got on some tight, at this point, why are you giving your legs the Heimlich maneuver? The fuck? What is going on? Why are your jeans I will always be talking about this. You know, really, I'm just asking. Compression jeans. Are these diabetic jeans? What is these? Are these made by No Circulation? No Circulation Couture. I'm just asking. I ain't even asking for a friend. I'm asking for the Sister Speak show. Let's get into it. We need to figure out why our brothers and sisters are enamored with vanity. Okay? And what is in the atmosphere, what is in the energy that has them feeling that if they don't have it on, that they don't matter, that there is no value to them. We've have to do more pouring to where we understand that we are valuable because of the fruits of our spirit. Okay? That's what makes us valuable. That's what makes us look good. That's what makes us glow. The clothes, the cars, the accessories, those are aesthetics. The fruits of the spirit are the outfit. Oh, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. How you living, how you breathing, how you living. The fruits of the spirit. That's the outfit, the whole armor. That's the outfit. We're going to get into it. I'm going to save the commentary. I'm so excited to converse with you. K-Order S. It is 8 minutes after 11 Central Standard Time. Recording from Dallas, Texas. I'm your host, Sister Speak. Tonight's episode of The Suspense Files, covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime. A cautionary tale. High-end fashion crimes. Lifestyles of the Grinch and Shameless. The dangers of the Vanity Stronghold. Let's get it, let's go. For fair use. All clips for educational purposes only. Under the Copyright Act of 1976. Sister Speak, I heard this was your birthday month. Here I go. It is. Tis is. I'll see you on the other side of these clips. I might have a couple of things to say within, but I don't have to tell you that. Why? Because it's my show. It's my show. Let's do it. The Most High God is the producer, though. He's the executive producer. I'm the co-producer. Yes. Yes. That's how it goes. Let's do it. You know, when I'm dragging it out, it's because I'm looking for my clip. And if I didn't upload it, I'm gonna be so upset. Ooh, y'all, let me pause. Hold on. Okay, brothers and sisters, we're about to get into this, little 1-2, and here it is. Let me explain something to y'all. I do a lot when it comes to making sure that this goes right for y'all. Trying to keep it fresh. Keeping it fresh, making sure that we are the flavor in your ear. I thank you for your patience. Let's get into it. The Suspense Files, covering the who, what, when, where, why, and urban crime. High-end fashion crime.
Shocking video here showing a group of men rushing out of a Gucci store in Century City. Video posted to the Citizen app showing their arms filled with luxury bags and suitcases and then running off. One of a recent rash of retail heists across Southern California. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay joining us live now in Century City with more of this shocking video and new details from police. Sophie.
Mark, some terrifying moments for retail workers and customers. This week, thieves getting away with close to $1 million. Cell phone video from Citizen captured a group of men rushing out of this Gucci store at the Westfield Century City Mall with luxury bags and suitcases. According to Los Angeles police, 9 people got away with the stolen goods around 3 p.m. Monday. And over in Irvine, surveillance footage caught 3 suspects in a smash and grab at Jules by Allen. 2 women who were in the store shopping immediately dropped to the floor.
I'm numb. I am absolutely numb trying to figure out, okay, what's our next step?
You can see the suspects using hammers to shatter the jewelry cases and get the goods in the middle of the day Monday. According to Irvine police, the robbers got away with an estimated $900,000 in jewelry.
We know that we take a risk in this business. We know that. But the customer walking in, they're not ready for this kind of atrocious violence that's committed.
The thieves were wearing all black and had their faces covered. Thankfully, no one was hurt during the violent robbery. And now Alan is left to pick up the pieces.
I can't stop because something like this happened. You know, we have to get on with life. I have a family to feed. I have bills. This lease still, we have to pay for it, insurance, all kinds of stuff. This doesn't stop. And I'm not stopping.
The National Retail Federation notes that 3 of the top 10 cities for retail crime are in California, with Los Angeles taking the top spot.
It just kind of shows you the mentality that they either don't think they're going to get caught or they don't care if they get caught.
And Mark, so far, no arrests have been made in connection to either incident. Live in Century City, Sophie Flay, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tough to watch, Sophie. Thank you. Hello.
Description: they were wearing all black and their faces were covered. Light versus dark. Okay? When you are in darkness, it is easy to navigate towards the color black. Now I know some of you are saying, well, it makes me look slim and this, that. Look. Get out your feelings and just listen. Wearing black to commit a crime is the number one color to wear. Why? Why would that be? In the middle of the day, they're in darkness. You better look at the spiritual aspect of this. They're in darkness. $900,000 worth of jewelry. In darkness. All those jewels, but no robe, no crown, no kingdom, nothing to rule over, nothing to do, only to be able to rule in darkness. Not being able to even enjoy the benefits of actually having worked for the jewelry and being able to wear it. But now you got to go to the next level. How we going to get this off? What we going to do? How we going to pawn it? How we going to sell it? What are we going to do with all this money? What are we going to do? So it's a race of time to get it online and to do what you have to do in order to beat the FBI and any other police detectives, anything like that, who are trying to, hone in on the criminal activity. You don't get to just enjoy it. You got to make it home. You got to make sure you don't crash. You got to make sure that the police don't catch you. You're still not in the clear. You got to make sure them tight ass pants don't rip. You don't bust your ankles because you have on skinny ankle socks. You got to make sure you make it into the car. You got to make sure your friends, because if you are the last to get to the car, you might get left. You might have to be the casualty of the crime, which then means that other people might be going in because, you're going to say something. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. You thought your homies was going to wait for you, and you didn't make it into the car. Skinny jeans deactivate. Let's get into it.
Security. I'm told it was security officers from different shopping malls in Washington, Oregon, and California coming together to identify and track this retail theft ring. And ultimately, that's how they were caught.
This particular group has been very polished in the way that they execute their crimes.
Dozens of security officers have eyes on the 51 acres that make up the Bellevue collection, including Bellevue Square Mall.
The key is a 24/7 dedicated dispatch center where they have immediate access to 1,300 cameras.
Those cameras and officers were essential in what amounted to a 2-year investigation. It started when a national chain reached out about thefts to multiple stores.
Our partner stores in Oregon, in LA, are getting hit by this particular group.
Director of Security Carl Kleineck found matching license plates and began working with other mall security companies.
If one of us detects them on our property, we notify the others because they're likely going to be going to the other location.
On May 20th, Kleineck received that notification from a Pierce County shopping center.
These folks were just seen on our premises. Heads up. 45 minutes later, they're here.
3 people were arrested.
I think our loss was well into the $70,000 range.
Bellevue Police Major David Sanabria says they were discreet and utilized the I-5 corridor.
You would be amazed at how far spread these organized retail crime rings are.
Mark Johnson with the Washington Retail Association says last year its members lost almost $3 billion in product in Washington.
Part of the reason prices go up in stores is because they're trying to cover for their massive losses.
While this arrest won't put a stop to stealing, it does make a dent.
Accountability is what is going to turn the tide.
The King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office is currently reviewing charges, and the 3 suspects have been released from jail. Here in Bellevue, I'm Kristen Goodwoolley, King 5 News.
They're looking for you, okay? That's what's happening. You can keep on thinking that you got away with it, but they are looking for you. 2-year investigation. They're closing in on you. Oh, they found you. 1,300 cameras. We're going to connect with some other people. Holler at them about what's going on, because this is outrageous. This is atrocious. And we're taking a big loss. And as a result of that big loss, everybody's going to have to pay for it, because we really don't know who the fuck did it. Stealing from us. Yes, they're looking for you. They zoomed in on your faces. There were cameras in the parking lot. They got your LP. Okay, so your LP was a fake tag. Alright, so you might be buying yourself some time. But they're going to get you. And they're going to get the person who sold you the fake license plate. This is not looking good. This is becoming an unorganized crime spree. You can only enjoy the goods for so long. And you can only provoke people for so long. And the National Retail Association has had it. And they're going to find you. And there are levels to your prosecution depending on how much merchandise you've stolen. Yep, you better go to every function. Yep, every function. That's the only place you can go to show off all your outfits. You better hope there's a function every Friday, Saturday, even though you really should be in because they're supposed to be serving the Sabbath. You better hope there's a function, but y'all ain't trying to observe that, so that doesn't matter. You better find you a function to dysfunction in with your outfit, because it's only a matter of time, because the NRA is looking for you. And they've joined forces. See? Your skinny jeans activated them to activate. See? See what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
Cash and grabs. It's become a thing of the past. A local attorney says that he thinks that's going to happen once the word gets out about a new law fighting organized retail theft. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for your news at 5. I'm Alicia Barnes. A Queen City News reporter, Will Lewis, is live tonight in Charlotte. Will, the biggest change in this law are the stiffer penalties. Explain to us.
Yeah, that's right, Alicia. You know, at the highest felony, a person convicted could face up to 15 years in prison. Now, a local attorney says that this new law shows that lawmakers are serious about protecting business and the economy. Organized retail thefts are on the rise nationwide. Charlotte-Mecklenburg police warned people about the trend last year and released this video of 3 people taking $21,000 worth of goods from an Ulta Cosmetics store. A new North Carolina law is sending a message to criminals.
They're making it clear that if you work together to do crimes, that certainly there's going to be a stiff penalty. And now they're looking at the fact that based on the amount of the impact that it had on the business owner, there's going to be a stronger consequence as well.
The law says if people work together to commit a crime, it's a Class H felony for any amount exceeding $1,500 in damage. The class of felony goes higher with the amount of merchandise stolen. Over $20,000 is a Class G felony. Over $50,000, a Class F felony, and over $100,000, a Class C felony.
If the particular organized incident or organized theft resulted in a amount being stolen over $100,000, that would be, in fact, be a Class C felony. And in North Carolina, there are only 2 classes that are higher. One of them obviously being a homicide.
Jail time increases with the change in classes as well. Back in June, 2 men stole 7 purses from the Gucci store at South Park Mall for a total of $16,000, according to CMPD. While this would have been a Class H felony under the old law with only 4 months to 2 years in jail, the new law adds all organized retail thefts in a 90-day period, meaning the value of items stolen could add up quick and at the highest level of charges lead to 15 years behind bars.
There's a strong message being sent that, hey, we're going to protect our business owners, we're going to protect our economy, and if you work together to do these type of crimes, there are going to be some significant consequences.
The law goes into effect December 1st, right ahead of the holiday season. Attorney Walter Bowers says at a time where these types of crimes are on the rise, once a few groups are caught, the new law should be a deterrent.
Once the word gets out that doing these type of crimes will come with a much stiffer penalty, I do think it would have some type of impact.
Yeah, and another thing about this law is that it will take the 90 days, but it will include all crimes in all counties across the state, so that charge could go even higher. We're live in Charlotte. Will Lewis, Queen City News.
Will.
You know what? You know what I find to be very interesting about this? That I just want to ask you sisters who's dating these dudes that's doing these smash and grabs. Are they giving you these purses? Did you even know? Let you find out that your man had access to 7 Gucci purses and didn't give you not near one. Who got the purse? What did y'all brothers do with them purses? Those purses, I just want to know. look, Ma, you know, I just want to appreciate you. Oh, y'all out here capping. Y'all capping. Y'all giving these, are y'all giving these females these bags? Baby, you know you the one. You know, I'm out here grinding for you. Yeah, grinding that hammer right through that glass. I'm going to say, I got some really, I got some serious commentary coming, y'all. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Vanity will have you doing strange things to look good. Even putting yourself in danger of a Class A, Class B, Class C felony. But when you are in the stronghold will tell you that you'll get away with it, that you will not get caught, that doing this will only make you better, popular, glamorous, light, excuse me, seen as the it girl, the it guy. Have people looking at you like, ooh, is that somebody famous? Giving you the attention, but you got to feed it. You have to feed that vain energy. That's the only way it's going to remain activated within you. It requires that you feed it. And because you don't have the money to feed it, you're going to do it by any means necessary. And that's why I say it goes from the lifestyles of the rich and famous to the lifestyles of the Grinch and shameless.
Well, thank you for that report. In total, there are 10 new state laws going into place today. There are now new felony crimes for setting fires to a prison, businesses, or homes. And people found guilty will face serious felonies with more charges added if a first responder is injured. Now, new DNA collection law will also require samples to be taken from anyone convicted of a sexual assault or domestic violence offense. Those found not guilty by reason of insanity must submit their DNA samples as well.
Shocking shutdown for one of the country's leading retailers. Nordstrom announcing it'll close its 2 locations in downtown San Francisco by the end of August. A company exec writing the area's dynamics have changed dramatically, impacting customer foot traffic and our ability to operate successfully.
It's too bad they're leaving.
Nordstrom, one of more than a dozen stores that have or plan to close their downtown locations since 2020, including DSW, Marshalls, and The Gap. Whole Foods temporarily shuttering its flagship location, citing concerns over employee safety. The mass move-out comes as the once bustling city center has emptied amid the rise in remote work and the intensified scrutiny over the city's response to crime. Industry experts say both issues are causing store closures nationwide.
Lack of foot traffic has to be the leading cause of it. But I would say theft and other crime-related issues are probably really close behind.
In San Francisco, theft is on the rise, but the number of reported incidents is not at an all-time high, although the National Retail Federation says its members have been discouraged from reporting retail crime.
Police have been telling them, don't report these thefts. We've got other fish to fry. The numbers don't reflect the reality of what's happening.
The NRF estimates theft is costing businesses nationwide $95 to $100 billion a year. After a string of smash-and-grab robberies rocked retailers across the country, including these shocking scenes in San Francisco, Walmart's CEO warned retail crime was cutting into its bottom line.
Theft is an issue. If that's not corrected over time, prices will be higher and or stores will close.
Months later, the big box giant announced it would shutter 19 locations this year, saying many were simply not profitable.
Even amid this major shutdown, the city says it's trying to lure many businesses back into this area just as they're leaving. Craig?
Miguel Almaguer for us there in downtown San Francisco. Miguel, thank you. we've seen it happen time and time again, and it's been staggering how brazen these crimes are. Viral video now has some up in arms about the lengths that store owners and corporations are going to stop the stealing.
Yeah, you see the stealing in viral videos. Now, this is what the viral video is of what you do to stop the stealing. One California's Target stores locked down shelves or setting off a firestorm online, but some companies are going even further than they did. Nick Smith joins us from a Target on Chicago's north side. Nick?
And Mitch, Adrian, is not unique to this Target store behind me. Like you just mentioned, Mitch, it's stores everywhere that are experiencing this. Most of us are used to seeing things like over-the-counter drugs and baby formula behind plexiglass. Some stores even going as far as locking up laundry detergent and body deodorant. But some stores are going to the extreme, and viral video like this is part of the reason why. Take a look. This video shocked so many people when they saw it. Locked up items as far as the eye can see. Everything from shampoo to mouthwash. Yes, even tampons under lock and key at this San Francisco Target, as seen in this now viral video. A company spokesperson telling News Nation that the chain takes, quote, a multi-layered approach to combating theft on a limited basis. We also employ theft-deterrent merchandising strategies, such as locking cases for categories that are prone to theft. Still, the video paints a worrying picture about the perilous state of retail across the U.S. According to the National Retail Federation, L.A., the San Francisco Bay Area, New York City, Houston, and Miami were the 5 worst metropolitan areas when it came to organized retail theft in 2021. Chicago, Sacramento, Seattle, Atlanta, and Dallas-Fort Worth rounded out the not-so-top 10. Rite Aid, considering upping the ante to stop would-be thieves, its chief retail officer said late last year the company is looking into putting up everything behind showcases to prevent product loss. The toll also forcing some stores to close up shop. Walmart is closing half of its stores in Chicago, citing losses in the tens of millions of dollars. And in New York, one of the Big Apple's busiest commercial districts has turned to guard dogs to track down shoplifters. Still, there's some question as to how effective all of this actually is, because at the end of the day, retailers still need to attract customers. And when you lock up everything, needless to say, it can affect the customer experience.
Thank you for watching. Go to News.
Police in Glendale are searching for 30 suspects who burglarized a high-end store at the Americana at Brand. The thieves made off with $300,000 worth of merchandise. KTLA's Alina Abovian is live in Glendale with the details. Good morning, Alina.
Hi there, that's right. At least 30 suspects made their way into the YSL store at the Americana Brand here in Glendale. Now, we were able to confirm these numbers with the Glendale Police Department, saying that they did take a lot of merchandise. And this happened yesterday around 5 o'clock in the evening, and it was caught on video. Take a look. Yeah, big shock to witnesses who were around to see it all go down. This brazen robbery happening here at the Americana. Many people taking out their phones and capturing this video, which has now gone viral. And again, we have confirmed $300,000 worth of merchandise. YSL is considered a high-end fashion brand with some handbags ranging from $5,000 to $10,000. Now, back out here live, I'd like to introduce you guys to, this is Sergeant Victor Jackson, a PIO with the Glendale Police Department. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. What can you tell us as far as the investigation goes? Just last week, there was another similar robbery, or an attempted one, at a Gucci store again here in Glendale. So this is an ongoing issue here.
Correct. The Gucci incident that happened with the Gucci store was not successful. This one, unfortunately, was. We had officers about 4:50 p.m. yesterday. We received calls of this burglary occurring. Our officers were on scene within 2 minutes, and our first priority, of course, is the safety of the patrons and the staff. But we did have a short pursuit. There's an investigation ongoing with suspect information, but they did get away with a large amount of merchandise.
And we also heard some initial reports that the suspects, about 30 of them, at least 30, they jumped into several cars, possibly 20 of them, and fled the popular mall here.
Correct. between at least 30, because you have what was the group that actually went inside the store, as well as the group that was staging in vehicles that fled the location once they responded with or came back with the merchandise.
And we hear about these smash and grabs all the time, but rarely do we hear about a crew this size. Why do you think they're doing this?
In these circumstances, they kind of overwhelm the staff of the store. They all come in simultaneously. The staff doesn't know how to respond. They're trying to figure out what's happening. We start getting calls from both inside the store and outside the store. And by the time we respond, they have fled in multiple directions in multiple vehicles, and it's going to be hard for us to pinpoint at any given time.
And one last question. A lot of witnesses yesterday. This is, of course, a very popular mall. Some people wanting to intervene. What's your advice if someone sees something like this to stay away, of course?
This is something that's not usual for Glendale. Our community is very protective of this city, and we understand that. We have to be protective of them. We don't want them to intervene in something like this. This is ultimately a property crime that we're not going to stand for, but we want them to be safe priority.
All right, Sergeant Jackson, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you. So again, as you heard Mr. Jackson say, they are investigating. They do have some leads. There was a short pursuit following this robbery, so we will be staying on top of this. But that's the very latest for now. I'm Lena Bourbon reporting live here in the city of Glendale, KTLA 5 News. Story affecting your...
Listen, few things. Listen. Because I saw the video. Stop trying to be the hero. Listen, if there's 30 of them, get out the way. There's no need for you to be trying to make the news, trying to apprehend anybody. This is not the season of citizens arrest. This is a season of you to retreat and move, bitch, get out of the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Do you not, when a train is coming, do you stand on the tracks? If a Mac 10 is headed your way, are you standing in the middle of the highway like, I'm not moving? No, you get out the way. You got to know when to get out the way. I don't know why 1 + 1 is not equaling 2. For some reason, you think it equals 11. And that's, I guess, the channel you was trying to be on because you thought you was going to be a hero. Get out the way, Amazon driver. Get out the way. Stop trying. Here you are delivering packages trying to stop somebody from stealing the package. Get out the way. They get out the way. Now listen, 30 of them. That means they all know each other. They had a meeting. The meeting was, we're going to the Yves Saint Laurent store and we are going to get these items. Oh, no. We're not waiting till closing. We're not waiting until opening. We're going to go right around noon and do it. Now, for 30 people to know each other, that means that everyone in the group has agreed that they're going to participate in the crime spree, the smash and grab. And everybody has agreed to make it back to the car and to get away. To grab as many items as they can. Period. Everybody's in black, organized. This is where you have to know what type of friend I'm not. If I am chilling with 30 people and the consensus is that we're going to do a smash and grab, you have to understand that it's really going to be 29 people. Oh no, I know how this goes. I'm going to pretend like I'm coming, but I'm out of the group at this point. I'm not going to be the one that gets tripped. I'm not going to be the one that the big burly white guy decides to tackle. I'm not going to be the one on the news with my name blasted because I fumbled the plan because my ankle shook to the left when it was supposed to shake to the right. I'm not going to be the one who's going to jail because I didn't stretch before we did this smash and grab. I am not going to be the one who gets held back by security and tased because I couldn't make it through the door, because I got blocked. All 29 of y'all made it out but me. That ain't what it is. I'm also not going to be the one who makes it out, and then there's a citizen who feels like this is a citizen of season arrest and thinks that you're going to tackle me because I got this purse in my hand that I didn't pay for. You're not about to make a spectacle of me in front of all these people. Get her! I'm not going to be the one that they say, get her to. It's not going to be that here I am in mid-stride and, I decide to make sure ain't nobody coming, and when I turn around, there's a pole. And I'm out. Here I am laid out in the whole district in front of everybody because I couldn't complete the mission of the smash and grab and couldn't follow the rules that I agreed to, but in my mind I knew I wasn't agreeing to because I don't want any parts of this. I don't want any parts of this. I'm telling you, when we all get out of the car and we start running, oh yeah, I'm going to be the last one. I'm going to be the last one in the group running. You're going to think I'm in the store. I'm not in the fucking store. I'm down the street. I am now... I'm on the road to Damascus at this point. Seen the fucking light. Excuse me, not the fucking light. God forgive me. Most high God forgive me. I've seen the light. I've been changed. The angels done signed my name. Posted my bail before I went to jail. There's no way, shape, or form I'm coming into the store. You see all these people? It's the daytime, and we in all black. Easy to spot. It's the summertime. Everybody's got on nice pastel summery colors. And here we are coming through looking like shadows, trying to get some items. I don't want to be a part of this group. I'm telling you, it's going to only be 29. This group of 29 people we're seeing. Yeah, y'all gonna be looking for me, but here I don't go. By the time y'all look for me, I have been changed. There's a hedge of protection around me now. I don't steal. I'm not breaking the commandment. I don't want to break the commandment. I don't want to do it. I'm telling you now, if this is what we are doing, we are all about to be converted. No, we all about to have the angels sign our name. I'm going to make sure that this plan is foiled. Oh, yeah. Getaway driver, 2 miles an hour. Go down this street. What you doing? What you doing? Why are you going so slow? Because I want the angels to sign our name. That's why. I don't want this fucking purse. I would rather go to Canal Street and pay $4 for this fucking East St. We can't even say the name. Can anybody in this fucking car spell what the fuck we stole? Where are we going with this? Where? What is we doing? Hell no, nigga, I'm pulling over. Why is you doing this? Why you fucking up the plan? We finna beat your ass. No, you're not. Why? Because the angels done signed my name. By the time, no, I'm telling you, I read the verse this morning before we met up. It said no weapon formed. I've been changed. And not into a pair of whatever the fuck we stole either. Let's get back into it.
Her wallet. Take a look at this video. What do all of these pictures have in common? It's the same woman. And detectives tell us she's part of an organized retail theft ring in Tampa Bay, costing you money. Our Alex Hobson joins us live at West Shore Mall to explain. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. This mall was actually one of their main targets. According to the sheriff's office, this retail crime ring would come to this mall, shoplift thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of things, then turn around and try to resell them. But here's where it hurts. This crime actually impacts us average shoppers much more than many would think. This is Takara Huff, and so is this, and all of these.
Takara, Sister Huff. What's going on? They got a lot of, there's a lot of photos of you. I don't know if this is the photo shoot that you were trying to have. Takara, what's going on? Does anybody know Takara? Anybody related to the Huffs? Are you wearing some of Takara's fashions? Are you a recipient of her hard work? Her hard chaos?
7 mugshots. Law enforcement says Huff is a career crook, a habitual offender, part of an organized retail theft group.
They're very slick about it. They're very well thought out, well planned.
Huff's most recent arrest happened just 2 days ago when deputies say they caught her in a traffic stop with more than $2,500 worth of stolen merchandise.
Takara, come here. I want to talk to you. No, it's just going to be you and me. Just listen. I know you got an attitude, but I don't really give a fuck. Listen. Why the fuck are you speeding? Why are you not stopping? Why aren't you using your turn signals? Are you texting and driving? Why are you blowing up your own spot? Got too lazy? Been doing this for a while? They ain't gonna catch you. You're Takara Huff. Who's gonna fuck with Takara Huff? $2,500 of stolen goods, Takara, in your car. 'Cause you thought that you would never get caught. Been doing this shit, right? You coming up here like it's just a regular day. I'll take this. I'll take that. I'll take that. What else am I not paying for? I want that. Yeah. Just got in the car, ain't running, ain't tripping. Shit, getting your playlist together, taking your time to back out, popping your gum, calling your bitches, seeing what they doing. You Takara Huff, ain't nobody finna catch you. 2 days ago they caught you, Takara. Shit. We've got to do better in the village. The Vanity Stronghold is dangerous. Wouldn't you say, listening audience?
High-end clothing, perfumes, handbags from 17 different stores and malls across Tampa. And while Huff's mom told us her daughter refused to come outside when we showed up at her address, tonight we still got a peek at how she and her accomplices did what they did, according to the sheriff's office. These are called booster bags. Detectives say Huff uses them to defeat the electronic sensors attached to most merchandise.
So it looks like a typical shopper, but inside the bag is a specially designed method to avoid the electronic detection and security devices.
And the worst part of it all, it's costing all of us big time. According to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, the average item is marked up between 20 to 25%, just so stores can cover the loss of thefts.
Although it may be a victimless crime, it all costs us as consumers millions, if not billions of dollars nationally.
Huff is currently out of jail on bond, and tonight detectives are working to identify her accomplices. Reporting live in Tampa, Alex Hobson, ABC Action News.
On $715,000 worth of stolen merchandise. KPIX5's Andrea Borbo live with more on an arrest and how that operation worked. Andrea?
Well, Sarah, we are talking about a year-long investigation. We've shown you videos time and again here on KPIX5, surveillance video of mass lootings, mass robberies of stores across the Bay Area, across San Francisco. Tonight, one of those organized retail crime task force, one of many working in the state, has $715,000 of merchandise to show for their work. This is what CHP officers saw when they walked into the Pittsburgh home of Julio Cuellar. Stacks upon stacks of neatly organized stolen merchandise. Investigators tell KPIX5 the same scene played out at a storage unit of Cuellar's to the tune of over $700,000 in stolen goods. This was the culmination of a year-long investigation.
We're not talking, MacBooks and iPhones and things like that. In this specific instance, if you saw those pictures, you're talking about, even small items from CVS. So to give an idea of the quantity of items that have been recovered so far, that's, it's high. It's a lot of product.
There were products from CVS, Sunglass Hut, and Lululemon. The case is still ongoing, but it is considered a major win for the state's organized retail crime task forces. And it's not just the Bay Area.
It's absolutely a statewide drive for us to get out there to identify either individuals or rings of individuals and recover this merchandise.
It's even international, with a recent ring busted in San Francisco by DA Chesa Boudin that was shipping stolen goods overseas. Rachel Michelin with the California Retailers Association says while most people became aware of organized retail crime rings when criminals piggybacked off the George Floyd protests, the problem has been going on for years.
We are hopeful that the state legislature and the governor will sign in the state budget additional funding. We are advocating for an additional 2 ORC task forces in California. We're pushing for dedicated prosecutors.
Michelin says while the busts in San Francisco and Pittsburgh are a start, it is just the tip of the iceberg.
You know, while we're seeing these prosecutions, we're still seeing it increase in terms of organized retail crime across the state.
So, Andrea, I have to ask you this. Whenever we do these stories about busts, I always wonder what happens to all of that stolen merchandise. Does it go back to the stores? What happens next?
Well, there's so much merchandise in this case right now, Sarah. It is all being inventoried. They're trying to figure out exactly where it was stolen from. But at the moment, it's going to be stored and used as evidence in the prosecution of this case before it goes back to the stores.
Andrea, thank you so much for that report.
I'm ring busted. The Polk County Sheriff telling Action News it caught a dedicated team ripping off stores all over Central Florida. And guess what? You're paying for it. Orion Raich now, covering Polk County.
Right now, 8 people are in jail accused of a retail theft ring that investigators say was so sophisticated that they could walk into stores like this one behind me every day and leave with hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in stolen items.
Does raise prices for everybody else.
Nothing irritates an average shopper more.
It's not just shoplifting.
Than paying more for clothes because some people didn't pay at all.
Some are bold enough just to steal and walk out.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd announcing today the arrest of 8 people, including 2 kids. He says they ran a retail theft ring using some of the brazen tactics seen here in this surveillance video from previous cases. The team targeted popular jeans, shirts, baby clothes, you name it, they probably got their hands on it.
They literally would start at one end of a mall, steal from every store, until they got to the other end of the mall.
In a single year, investigators say the suspected thieves stole more than $250,000 in merchandise at stores from Lakeland to Orlando. They then used websites to sell the brand new clothing at marked down prices and pocketed every cent.
It's horrible because we work too hard to earn what we make, and then someone else go in and they just steal instead of going out and getting an honest job.
Investigators and retail experts say every time someone steals, every customer is victimized because prices go up. Some shoppers notice stores stepping up enforcement as we head into the holiday season.
Kind of aggravating because, I came in here to shop. I didn't come in here to get almost patted down.
In the last year, the Sheriff's Office created a retail crime team to stop this kind of theft. So far, the agency says it has recovered or prevented more than $3 million in stolen items. Reporting in Lakeland, Ryan Raich, ABC Action News.
Major Alto. Police say the thieves worked in a quick, coordinated effort to pull off the crime. KPIX5's Maria Medina is at the Stanford Shopping Center with the search for the suspects. Maria?
Palo Alto police say they're looking for 11 suspects tonight who had several getaway cars to help them escape. Luckily, a witness was quick enough to snap a picture of one of the suspects.
They should find other ways of making money.
Palo Alto police hope this snapshot of a suspect, hands full reportedly of stolen merchandise, will help them catch the crooks.
That's very unsafe for everyone, those who are working here and for the shoppers too.
As employees hear of yet again another grab-and-go robbery at Stanford Shopping Center, where the Louis Vuitton that was targeted is located.
And I'm worried about my safety because I'm working here and I'm an employee and I have to make sure my
clients, my customers, they are safe here too.
Police say a group of 11 walked into the Louis Vuitton around 5:30 Monday night and grabbed 36 purses before running to 5 waiting getaway cars. The total of the stolen merchandise, more than $100,000.
Terrible, because right now everybody's just starting to get back on their feet.
The heist, unfortunately, nothing new for the Bay Area, including Palo Alto. Just last month, 10 suspects ran into the Neiman Marcus next door to Louis Vuitton and escaped with more than $150,000 worth of purses. Many stores now hire security guards as a deterrent, but many are told not to chase after shoplifters.
I think they should be able to chase them down, because by the time they call the police, they're gone.
I really can't do anything, but I only can record on my phone, but these days it's very unsafe to do that too.
Lakshay Sarma, who works at a department store at the mall, says this type of crime is a constant concern.
Yeah, I always cross my fingers because, like when we hear about things like that and we have thoughts like, oh, what is going to happen to my store, what I'm going to be doing.
And police say the suspects in the Louis Vuitton heist got into a gray Lexus, white Audi, black Hyundai sedans, a gray Infiniti SUV, and a red two-door Honda. In Palo Alto, Maria Medina, KPIX 5.
You made up in your mind that once you got to Hollywood, nothing was going to stop you. You were going to be famous and you were going to get a star on the Walk of Fame. You were willing to do whatever it takes to get your record deal, even if it means exploiting your God-given talents, even if it means hanging out late night with the who's who. Some people don't even have talent, but they're willing to do whatever it takes to get on. And many find out what the D in record deal really stands for next on the tour, Surviving the Producer's Proposition. The Sister Speak Show wants to be with you on the go. It's simple. Just add us to your podcast shuffle so we can be the flavor in your ear. You'll be glad that you did. We are rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas, but I know you know that already. Thank you in advance for downloading and for being a wonderful listening audience. You are currently listening to High-End Fashion Crimes, Lifestyles of the Grinch and Shameless, The Dangers of the Vanity Stronghold, a cautionary tale on the Suspense Files, covering the who, what, when, where, why, and urban crime on the Sister Speak Show Network, rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. When it comes to urban crime, there are a set of questions that must be asked in order to find out what happened. And on the Suspense Files, we're covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime, focusing on betrayal, obsession, cold cases, stalking, love triangles, and more. Rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. What's poppin'? How you living, how you breathing, how you vibing? You are listening to the Suspense Files, covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime. It's 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm your host, Sister Speak. A cautionary tale. High-end fashion crimes. I had to sneeze. Oh, I caught that pause button so fast. Let's start over. A cautionary tale. High-end fashion crimes. Lifestyles of the Grinch and Shameless. The dangers of the Vanity Stronghold. You listened to the clips. You heard the targets. You heard how they're doing it. You heard the impact that it's having on you as well as on me. You learned that they are actually investing millions of dollars to curtail the crime spree. People have had it. People are fed up. And it is a bad look on our part. It makes the village look bad. I'm not one of those, well, how can You know how people say, well, here we go again. We only thing we're going to do is reinforce how white people think about us. This is an energy that can possess anybody. Number one, stealing, taking things that are not yours, that can possess anybody. So we're not just going to assign that to our people. And I don't give a damn how they view us. They need to be worried about their punishment. They don't need to be worried about, we don't need to be worried about how they look at us. We need to be worried about how we look to each other, how we treat each other, the things how we look to the Most High God. Fuck how the nations see us. We need to be concerned about how our Creator feels about what we do. People are worried about reiterating stereotypes. Fuck that. We're we're breaking the law. We're not in good standing. We need to be worried about how our Father feels about us. And I should say our Creator for some, our fathers for others, because we are not all His children. We are all His creation, but the devil has children. This is not a good look when we fail to put on the whole armor of God, which is the essential outer layer for our external spiritual walk, our navigation through the realm, having to deal with the wiles of the enemy and our enemy. There's a way to wear garments to where you are respected. We have listened to too many songs, watched too many videos, and you see it and you want it. Just say it. You're coveting what your idol has, and you want that look because you want the attention that comes with what they have on. You want that exact look, that exact style, because that in your mind is going to be the ticket to what they have. You want the access to the excess. You want the bitches and the riches, and you're willing to do anything to get the britches, even if that means ending up in a ditch, because several end up in ditches. It is a game of fashion roulette. The history of the labels that some of our people idolize, they don't even want us in the store. They don't want us in the store. They don't want us to have it. In their mind, in their world, this is an elite product, an elite bag, an elite shirt, jean, whatever, an elite fashion, and it is priced as such to where you should not be able to obtain it. And even if you are a billionaire or a millionaire, we don't want you in the store, and we will profile you because we don't give a fuck. We don't like your kind, rich or poor. And we laugh at you at how much of it that you put on at one time. How you look like a Gucci flag or a Louis flag or a Saint Laurent flag or a Prada flag or an Hermes flag, a Balenciaga flag. You look like a walking commercial. You look like you got hit with everything in the store at once. You have on everything in the store at once. What's up with your drip? What's up with your fit? What's up with your flex? It's priced for you not to afford it. And we're going to make your experience in here very uncomfortable. Yes, we're going to harass you. We're going to profile you. Yeah, we're going to call the cops. We're going to call security ahead of time because we don't fuck with your kind. We know what your kind does, and we're not going to have it. We don't want you here. It's the harsh reality of forcing yourself into an environment where you're not welcome and not supporting your own. There are millions of, well, excuse me, let me retract that. Excuse me. There are a plethora, an abundant amount of black-owned clothing clothing designers, clothing stores, boutiques that are fire, that are it. But because you see this specific category of fashion pushed online, in video, through the airwaves, you want little to no parts to do with supporting the clothes within the village. That's fucked up. But you're willing to impact our pockets in the village, okay, partly, and now we have to pay for your I don't give a fuck seasons because you want to look good on social media, because you want a like from your fake followers. Oh, come on, let's get into it. When you're living that lifestyle, there's a lot of fake shit that comes along with it, even though, okay, this bag may be real, okay, that belt may be real, those shoes may be real, okay, but everything about you is pseudo. It's fake. You know, the word accomplishment comes with putting that work in. And it's one thing to be able to sit back and enjoy the benefits of your labor because you obtained it righteously, but you're on pins and needles biting your nails and you're in an anxious position because you don't know when you're going to get busted or how it's going to turn out when you're getting it and obtaining it in the wrong way. It's real talk. I don't think my microphone wasn't on that time. Oh, you know what, y'all? I don't know what part didn't get recorded. I hate that. I'm over here just and I look. I'm like, wait a minute, my mic ain't on. Anyway, let me move forward. Let me explain something because I had to go check on. I don't know what part didn't get recorded, so I'm just going to rewind and say I had to pause it initially because I heard something go bump, bump, bump in my house. You know, I just had to go make sure the premises was good. Okay, got an alarm, got cameras around the house. You know, anything opens or closes, I get a notification from the main system. I grab my big old knife and, I went to looking. Everything's good. I heard bump, 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 and it wasn't B2K. Moving forward, anyways. This is why I am so excited about being able to, have my man. Baby, I need you here or wherever I'm supposed to be in the bed with you cuddling. And we can go check on the noise, but I'm going to be behind you. Bump, bump, bump. Anyways, listen. When it comes to these retail crime sprees, these high-end crime sprees, it's a dangerous situation for everybody involved. The risk is not worth the reward, and it puts yourself in a position to where you have already been caught in the spirit, and it's a matter of time that you may or may not be caught in the physical, all just to look good, to be seen good. But on the inside, you're dirty, you're filthy, you're not clean. Your thought processes are not equating to what thus saith the Lord. You don't care about the village. You don't care about anything. You are on a rampage to destroy yourself because you've got to have it. You are addicted to the retail, you're addicted to the fashion, and you feel like that's the only way that you can be validated. You got to take your pictures, you want your likes, you want your shares, you want your subscribes, you want people to think that you've got it. You want to have the appearance of, but you have not put in the work to have the accomplishments to then have the appearance of. There's levels to this. And when you actually go through each level, okay, and you actually put in the time and you actually go through and obtain the skill sets that you need, and you end up coming across the salary or the engagements that give you the money that you need, and you're able to pay your bills, you're able to work and leisure, then you can start dipping into the luxury. And you can actually say, man, I did this through the Most High God's strength. Okay? And the rewards and the fruits of your labor are, if you want to go and get this bag or that bag, these sunglasses, this shirt, these pants, whatever, this dress, whatever it is, this perfume, this high-end luxury thing, you can afford it because you have accomplished it in a high vibration, in a righteous way. So when you take your pictures, you're glowing from the inside out, and the drip is just an accessory, but the fruits of your spirit are the real fit. The whole armor of God is on you. That is the accomplishment, that you can say, I'm putting on the whole armor of God and I'm battling out here and I'm doing what I need to do and I'm being rewarded. And therefore, I can righteously say that this bag that I have on my arm, this pose that I'm giving, this picture, yeah, I earned this righteously. This car that I'm leaning up on, this emblem that I'm showing you, I got this righteously. Yeah, you may have been living a life back in the day where you did not obtain it righteously, but now you're living in a high vibration. So you can sit back in your spiritual hammock and drink your spiritual lemonade because you obtained it in a righteous way. And you've been redeemed and you repented. You may have been a booster at one point in time, but you decided to turn away from that life. You may have been a recipient of the boosting, but there was a conviction that came. The season of conviction came, and you were converted, and you no longer steal. And you can go and tell people, hey, that's not the way to go, because thou shalt not steal. They do it, but we don't do it. That's why we have been chosen and they have been frozen. Sister, speak. What? What happened? What happened? You got to know your place. When you are a royal priesthood, a chosen people, when we are chosen, there's a different way that we're supposed to go about doing things and obtaining things. There's a different way that we're supposed to look. We're supposed to desire and have a palate for righteousness on every level. And I don't know about you, but I would rather have it right than have it wrong. I would rather have it organically than have it modified, to have it pseudo, have it be pseudo. There's levels to this. There's a time and a place that you're supposed to be in a Maserati. There's a time and a place that you're supposed to be in a Benz. And I'm not talking about no basic Benz. I'm talking about that $65,000, that $100,000 Benz. I'm not talking about, okay, I'm not talking about a Benz that you got that has 187,000 miles on it when you got it. I'm talking about off the showroom floor, but you earned it though, the right way. You didn't jack, you didn't steal, you didn't rob, you didn't kill. You earned it righteously. The vanity stronghold no longer has a stronghold on you. You have your foot on vanity's neck and you say, I'd rather be in the image of the Most High God and accept that image in totality. So I choose not to lust after luxury in a low vibration. I choose not to take it. I choose not to mob and smash and grab to have it. I don't want to look like this person. I choose not to idolize these things and worship these garments, these bags, these glasses, etc. I'm bigger than that. I'm better than that. I'm bigger than that. I'm better than that. I don't have to do it. Let me explain something to you. And this is real. You will fire me if I'm working in a high-end luxury store and Day Day and them is coming in. I'm telling you why. I'm not stopping them. I'm not in on the shit. My name ain't Frankie. This ain't set it off or set it on. I'm not blocking the door. I'm not doing none of that. Let me tell you something. You will never be able to catch me in that clutch or count on me in the clutch when the smash and grab hits the store that I'm working in. Letting you know now, I never pledged allegiance to this store. I'm here for the check and the discount. I'm not here to stop what the fuck is happening to this store right now. That's why I'm in the bag. Ducked off. In the fetal position. Shelter in place. You didn't hear the alarm? I heard the alarm. So when you hear alarm, you're supposed to scatter. You're not supposed to defend. I'm not supposed to defend this place. I care about me. Listen, brothers and sisters, you've got to get to a season where you care about you. Consider you at the beginning of the thought, not in the middle of the thought, not at the end of the thought. You are at the very beginning, at the genesis of what, who, when, where, why, and how. You have to make sure that you are putting yourself first when the smash and grab is on the loose. I'm not defending this. Let me explain something to you. what I told you in the interview versus what really is going on in my mind are two different things. I needed the job. I had to say these things. But I've got a whole survivor manual in my mind when it comes to the smash and grab and 30 of them in here at one time. I'm not getting pushed to the ground, nor am I getting mushed to the ground. I'm not getting hit with a hammer or a Hummer. Okay? I'm not about to... Get her! No, I'm the only sister in this store too. I'm a target. Once again, I'm not defending the store if 30 of them come in. It's your job. It's my job to retreat. This is a war. I'm conceding. I'm not stopping. I'm not running after them. Do you see these shoes? I have on some Skechers. I can't catch nobody in some Skechers. I came for comfort. Do you see these shoes that I have on? These are Land's End. I'm in a Gucci store wearing Land's End. First of all, I have on Skechers. Y'all have some Gucci tennis shoes in here, black ones at that. Y'all never once offered me a pair. You see me up against it round about the feet, and you want me to run and catch them? Fuck no. I'm not doing that shit. I have on some Crocs. Okay? I can't catch anybody in some Crocs. Do you see these shoes that I have on? These are orthopedic shoes. These are not go-go gadgets. These are orthopedic shoes. Why? Because I have orthopedic problems. I can't run after anybody. That's why I stand on one side of the door every other 2 hours, shifting sides. That's why I slowly walk. I'm not paying attention to detail or retail. I'm in here trying to get my check. Yeah, I saw them. Yes, I saw what they did. My pepper spray? We needed bear spray for this. Okay? Pepper spray ain't gonna stop this pack of bears. Bear spray. Let me look. If there's a group of people that are determined to take it, what can you do about it? What can you really do but scream and say stop? That's all you can do is say stop about 50,000 times and ask them what are they doing, even though you see what they're doing. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Stop! Stop! They're not listening to you. This is a smash and grab. This is a skeet skirt. Okay? Out of there. There's no way, shape, or form, no amount of money that one could spend that's going to totally eradicate the problem. This is a spiritual problem. This is a problem of not liking yourself, and it goes back to bullying. It goes back to making sure that you have the freshest fit. Otherwise, you're going to get talked about. And many people have endured bullying when it comes to couture, fashion, outfits. And a lot of people come from families that have money and don't. Families that believe in investing in material items, and families that believe, look, 5 fits, rotate that shit, okay? Share with your siblings, getting clothes from the Goodwill, handouts. There's a lot of trauma that comes from, fashion, outfits, looking good, appearances. And yes, it hurts to not have the latest and the trendiest clothes when you are in an environment where the pressure to have it exists and you have to endure that environment for a lot of days. That trauma of being teased because you don't look like what this demon says or these group of demons say you should look like will wear on you, will cause you to fight, make you not want to go to school, create truancy, create more of a problem than needs to be because your family is just trying to keep their head above waters. But there's an energy, a demonic spirit that says your shoes, your socks, your underwear, everything has to be at 100% according to what we say. And if you don't have it, then you're not one of us. And there is a desire to be a part of the one of us group, the popular group, the group that looks good, that is attractive, because there are less pressures that you have to face when you're popular, so you think. But there's an inner pressure in that group to maintain and look like they are it. They are famous. They are a celebrity. They are who you should bow down to and worship based on their clothes. And so it was a blessing when the energy shifted and a lot of jurisdictions, school districts decided to adopt the uniform. I was all for it and it's still all for it. A child, a person, should be able to, sit down for however many hours a day consistently for 180 days without having to be teased because they don't look like what the demon says they should look like, what vanity says they should look like. And to have to deal with somebody else's stronghold making you have the pressure to have the stronghold. It's a battle because they have that stronghold is in them. That vanity stronghold has its talons in the group that makes you feel like you have to look like them. And if you don't, then here comes the teasing and the bullying. So there is unhealed trauma that comes from not having the latest, not having several choices of shoes and shirts and pants and dresses and skirts and shorts and tanks and tees and socks and underwear, and it's a lot. So when you grow up, or in your mind you say, man, when I get some money, I'm gonna always be fitted, or I got to have it. And so now you're tempted to steal it just to get them to shut the fuck up, to leave you alone, to stop talking about your shoes, to stop talking about your outfit. Maybe you don't like Gucci. Maybe you don't like Louis, Prada. Maybe that ain't your steez. Everybody doesn't like it. And you, those who do like it, cannot shun, tease, or make somebody feel less than because they don't like it. That may not look good on them. Maybe that's not what makes them feel fly when they step into the room. You can't dictate my fly. You feel me? That's why there's such a desperation to look like it. There's a lot of replay going on in the minds of those who have not been able to dress how they want to dress. Families not being able to afford the ropas, the clothes, the falda, the camisa, the blusa, the blusa, the pantalones, the sombreros, the zapatos. Not being able to afford it. And then having to go to la escuela and be teased by niños and niñas. La maestra not helping, not even curtailing the bullying. That bullying is an ingredient that navigates that moral compass to steal. The fashions. They don't want to hear that shit no more. And then there's a jealousy and a coveting that comes along when you see the people on the social media with it on. You want it too. There's an enemy that you've got to stunt on, flex on. There's an event that you're going to and you've got to be decked out, dripped down, flex on fleek. And the money isn't money. The credit cards are not crediting. You're not able to afford it. And here comes the Two of Swords, the crossroads. Do I go this way or do I go that way? Do I scam? Do I scheme? Do I do a smash and grab? Do I just go and get me something fake? Do I fake it to make it? Will they be able to know that these are not real such and such? Can I look like I'm rich and I'm famous? No. That vanity stronghold will have you always in the category of the Grinch and the shameless. The Grinch that stole. We out here, nigga, we really doing this shit. That was my stomach. I want you all to know that I did not pass gas. Okay? Oh my gosh. If my microphone picked that up, I'm telling you, I promise y'all, I didn't pass gas. I promise you. Oh my gosh. How rude. Let me drink some water because that, maybe it's, I don't know why my stomach made that sound. There goes the marriage proposal. Oh, it did it again. You can count cuddling out. I hit you on your line. I want to come over. Never mind. I'll call you later. Now you got some things going on. Too many frijoles. Ooh, gosh. That was dangerous. I'm trying to get married, y'all. I can't afford for them noises to be bubbling loose. Gosh. Whew. Alright, I think this is a good time to take a commercial break. Let me find out what's going on with me so nothing else gets... Why? Tell him what, Michael? Tell him that it's human nature. Why? Why does he do me that way? I'll be right back after this commercial break. I gotta take a commercial break because I'll be back. I will be back. Yes, you're listening to the Suspense Files. This is not the laugh line. This is the Suspense Files. We'll be right back.
Smiling, she has a secret, and this secret could destroy the entire dynamic of the family. A man expects his child to be his child. He expects Junior to be Junior if he's senior. However, paternity fraud continues to run rampant. It is not yet a crime punishable by law, so women continue to get away with it, targeting men after men who believe that they are the father. That means that people believe that these are their nieces, nephews, grandchildren, and cousins. How can a woman celebrate a lie? Who's devastated in the end? The children. Next on the culture climate, the lineage leech. When paternity fraud destroys the family tree.
Did you know that the Sister Speak Show is a syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa and Sonos? Tell a friend. Also let them know that the show is rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. Thank you for downloading each episode on demand.
The Sister Speak Show wants to be with you on the go. It's simple. Just add us to your podcast shuffle so we can be the flavor in your ear. You'll be glad that you did. We are rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. But I know you know that already. Thank you in advance for downloading and for being a wonderful listening audience. When it comes to urban crime, there are a set of questions that must be asked in order to find out what happened. And on the Suspense Files, we're covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime, focusing on betrayal, obsession, cold cases, stalking, love triangles, and more. Rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas. You are currently listening to High-End Fashion Crimes, Lifestyles of the Grinch and Shameless, The Dangers of the Vanity Stronghold, a cautionary tale on the Suspense Files, covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime on the Sister Speak Show Network, rated R for strong language, thoughts, and ideas.
What's poppin'? Welcome back. What's poppin' is not my stomach. Anyway, brothers and sisters, you are a wonderful listening audience, and I thank you for listening. I really want our brothers and sisters to hear this and hear this well. Until you do the work on the inside, it doesn't matter what the fuck you have on the outside. Those who are doing the work, those who really take the time to do the introspection, to do the clearing and the cleansing and the cultivating within themselves, they can discern and see right through your gimmick, your attire. They can smell your insecurity. They can smell your low self-esteem. They can smell your lack of confidence. They can smell your idol worship. They can smell the fact that you want to look like everybody else but yourself. And they can see a lot of the times that you hate the image of your creator. Stealing all these wigs, stealing all this shit to look like somebody who he never intended for you to look like, hating the image of your creator, not wanting to put on the whole armor of God, not wanting to do what it takes for you to shine bright from the inside out. So anything that you have on the outside could look that much better because it is in the light, because you're in the light, because you purged the spiritual darkness. Clean on the outside, dirty on the inside. That shit is not drip. That ain't candy paint. That ain't butter. That's not detailed. Your car is clean on the outside, but it's dirty on the inside. That shit don't make no sense. You run your car through the car wash or you go and you take it to get detailed, but you don't want them to detail the inside. Inside is dirty as fuck. Dusty, fingerprints all over the windows, foggy, all kind of shit on the floor, just dirty, no armor all. It's just not appeasing. The aesthetics don't look good. Nobody wants to ride in your car. Your car smells like piss, fart, food, fuck, all kind of stuff. And you don't care as long as it's candy, as long as the candy paint is waxed, as long as it's shining bright, as long as the rims are butter, the tires are butter, and the rims, the chrome is shining. That's all you care about. But the inside of your car is trash. It's a fucking landfill. That's why you keep meeting brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, because the outfits are not making room for you to get into the status that you think you should have. You thought that the outfit was your passport. You thought the outfit was your VIP access. You thought the outfit would have you be able to rub shoulders with people who actually do this. You're not a part of the crew, and you're going to find that out sooner than later. I don't give a fuck how many poses you have, sis, with that bag. If you stole it to get it, I ain't impressed, boo. Whatever you had to do to get it, if it was grimy and slimy, I'm not impressed. And you don't have the right to put your mouth on other people who don't have that drip. It's the same thing as somebody flexing on me. Well, you can't flex on me because my body looks great. But if you flexing on somebody who may not have a big ass, but you went and bought yours, or you flexing on somebody who may not have a big bottom, or you're flexing on somebody who may not have big breasts, but you bought yours, or you flexing on somebody who may not have, these plump lips, but you injected yours. You did everything inorganically, and you talking shit and flexing on and looking down upon somebody who is natural, who is organic, who doesn't even want any parts of the vanity stronghold, who consistently rebukes these type of temptations because they know that this is not it if I'm trying to gain it before my time. And even when my time comes, is this something that the Most High God wants me to obtain anyway? Or does the Most High God want me to go and support those within the village and pour money back into the economy of our village versus always supporting the nations? I'm just asking, when your time comes, is this how you're supposed to look when it comes? Is this what you're supposed to obtain when you get there? By the time you get there, is this what you even want to look like? Can you stunt in secret? Can your character be your outfit? And can the outfit just be an accessory? But can your character and the fruits of your spirit be on display like a peacock? How you think, how you move, how you vibe, your thought process, your routine, everything about you, the fruits of your spirit, what you exude, the specific character traits that the Most High God says that we are to have. Do you have them? The scheming, the scamming. You're not sleeping at night. You're not resting well. You know at any moment it's going to be a knock at the door. At any moment. You could get pulled over. At any moment, this shit could crash, and it will, because they're looking for you. That high-end fashion crime, it has an expiration date before it even started. The moment it was thought of, the expiration date existed for it. There's going to be a twisting of the ankle, a bending of the knee, a trip, a tase, a bullet, a car accident. There's something coming, because this is darkness that's doing this, whether it's in the daytime or at night. Do you have the vanity stronghold? Are you willing to do anything that it takes to be a part of the lifestyle? Who you trying to look like? Who do you idolize? Who do you covet? Who do you watch day in and day out on social media that you want to be like? How do you know that what they have on is real? How do you know that your favorite rapper, actress, entertainer really likes all this? How do you know that there is not a clause in their contract that says you must wear these things because we need to snare your people? What if at the end of the day, after they take off their rapper or their entertainer mask, they just like to be real, real, real basic? That they not into the Gucci, that they don't really own real jewelry. That even though they have all this, that they're still they're not, that they are not suffering from depression. That the fact that they wear these things and have these items, that it attracts fake friends. That the people around them would not be around them if they did not have these things. So are you willing to have fake company, fake friends because of your fake image? When tax season comes around, are you spending all your money on the latest? A lot of these clothes, if you're not careful, come with an energy. And when people want to be bougie, sedity, snobby, and they want to be the it, part of the elite, there's an energy and an attitude in that energy, a personality that comes with that. And it's not cute. You transform into something that is hated. You begin to take on an energy that is not who you should want to be. And you begin to talk differently, walk differently. Suddenly, you are a snob because of this purse, this lace front, this phone, this car, this coat. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? You can pretend like spiritual warfare is not real. You can pretend like there is not a group of think tanks that go on thinking day in and day out how to keep us, oppressed. That there is not a mission behind the music and the imagery to shape your mind into thinking this is what it is. Some of you really think the devil gives a fuck about you. Some of you really think that you won't do any time. Some of your rationale is shit. They be fucking us over shit. We gotta get it some way. Look at how they do us. That's the rationale, but we shouldn't steal. Our village is littered with a lot of clothing tags, sensors, hangers, shopping bags, belts, purses, pants, shirts, coats, cars, hair, jewelry. Littered. Yet and still, very few have on the whole armor of God. You're not fitted until you have put on and keep on the whole armor of God, the Most High God. You can pretend like the war isn't going on. It is. Our allegiance to low vibrations is our greatest downfall. They don't want us in the stores. They don't want us wearing the clothes. But there's an agenda, and it's a vain one. I thank you for being a wonderful listening audience. The time has been well spent. There is a lime popsicle waiting on me and a cookie. I deserve it, right? If you would like to donate to the Sister Speak Show, you can do so. My Cash App is SISTASPEAK76. PayPal is the Sister Speak Show. If you want to show some love, if you would like to help this channel grow. I produce everything. I do all of the entire production of this show, and it's a lot. I don't work for free. But I will always do my assignment. I thank you for tuning in wherever you are. I thank you for supporting the Sister Speak Show Network in totality. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, download. And remember, it's about the fruits of the Spirit. It's about the whole armor of God. Be careful when you go shopping. Keep your head on the swivel. Make sure that you are protecting yourself at all times. Guard your money, guard your cards, guard your keys. Make sure when you go to the malls, to the department stores, to the gallerias, make sure that you are wearing shoes that you can move around in quickly, because you never know when this crime spree will strike. And you want to get caught up in it? Don't try to stop anybody. Get the fuck out the way. But make sure you're shopping with wisdom. Make sure that you are spending your money wisely. I would encourage you to go online and start looking at all of the Black-owned stores. There's so many Black merchants who are waiting for your support, my support, that make amazing, amazing, amazing fashions. We are without excuse. We are still in 2023 trying to be like our enemy. How is that going for us? I was about to say for you. How is that going for us, village? We hate our image. We hate our condition. And we have been conditioned to do more work on the outside and to do little or no work on the inside. How is that working for us so far in August of 2023? When it comes to our image, is your creator pleased with your image? You want to know if the gram is pleased, if Facebook is pleased, if Twitter is pleased, if any platform is pleased with how you look. You can't wait to get an alert that somebody liked you. You can't wait for a DM, but I want to know, have you gotten a like from your creator? Have you gotten a like from the Most High God? Has Jesus liked your photo? Is Jesus in your DMs telling you congratulations? Does he like your image? Are you presentable in his eyesight? Recalibrate yourself in your thinking. Is your image pleasing to him? I'm going to go here and I'm going to leave it at this. I got to say it because it's just pressing on me. Is your image pleasing to the Most High God? Have you hurt his feelings? Have you grieved his spirit with your image? One of the worst ways that we grieve him is by hating our hair. And I'm going to leave it at that. He has woolly hair. It's time for him to be able to recognize his children. Wouldn't you say? Thank you for being a wonderful listening audience. You've been listening to the Suspense Files, covering the who, what, when, where, why in urban crime. I am your host, Sister Speak. It is 1 minute after 1 p.m., 1 a.m. Central Standard Time in Dallas, Texas. You've been a wonderful listening audience. Thank you for your support. I'm getting up off this microphone, okay? No weapon formed against me or my listening audience shall prosper. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Blessed be the name of the Most High God and his Son, Jesus the Christ, Yahweh Shai. The devil is already defeated. Warriors, mount up.